Okay, it's time for, well, some other extra things in Sly 2. And then before, the end of this playthrough. So the first thing I'm going to cover is the Mega Jump, which I mentioned that you can actually use this at any place once you get 100%. Also, you have to put in the code, which all you have to do is first 100% the game, and then you press start. You press right, left, R1, left. And if you hear that's the gadget equip sound, that means, well, yeah, you got the Mega Jump. So yeah, at the bottom right. Now you don't have the pack for it, but yeah, it doesn't matter. You can still use it. Now note, it's only the code lasts until you either die, / reset the episode, or go into a different area within the episode, and just. Or actually, technically quit the episode. That too. There you go. I'm not sure why I couldn't think that out. It's pretty much able to well, for the past episode, you're able to just easily get to places anywhere you couldn't get to before. Now the loops do not count for 100% actually. And then as for boundaries, I think you can break through boundaries in Mega Jump. I'm not sure. Nah, there's a wall at the very end. I'm trying to think. I don't think there are. It's not I don't think it's 3 where you're able to fight to areas that had actually an instant fall death box. Or rather, you can just be on different buildings you can never be at in Mega Jump. Again, it doesn't matter which episode or area you're in. Even if you're in an area, as long as you have 100%, you input the code, you can enable Mega Jump anywhere. I will say I find it more interesting in the outside area of the episode rather than being inside certain locations. And now to show what happens when you restart an episode, which there is a code for restarting the episode actually. Which this is only the only use I find is if you just want to get back at the safe house instantly, or just refresh your life meter. Which all you do is just press left R1, up, down, up, left, and you wait for a bit, and then the game will restart the episode. And then by doing this, it should take away my Mega Jump. Okay, no, it didn't. Okay, now restarting the episode, or I guess dying, doesn't count. So actually, let me just head to the vault. So now I'll just enter here and see what happens. Probably is you have to exit the episode. Let's see. Okay, now there it goes. Now, when you enter a different area within the episode or exit, you lose the Mega Jump. And then you have to re-input it just just have fun jumping around. Now there are two more gadgets for those other blanks, which I was renaming the Mega Jump code. So now the other two gadgets, there's one that's called, which is the Tom gadget, which you can put left, left, down, right, left, right. And yeah, there's the sound effect for it, which you don't need 100% for. Where here, you just let Tom do his thing and grab the guard's attention, which pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much the alarm clock gadget, but in a more of the humor, it gets pushed towards the humor angle. And then there's one more, which I might as well equip it. I believe it's called Time Rush. Let's see, here it goes. Down, down, up, down, right, left. Yep. The other gadget. Which here, it's pretty much speeds up the whole time. Instead of being like Thief Reflex where it slows down time to a crawl, it's the opposite, speeds up time. Like so. It speeds up everyone, including you. So pretty much, it's like the fast gadget. And we go quickly kill him. Yeah, there we go. Now I'll go ahead and show the Tom gadget. Yeah. Hey. He has another phrase too. I'm not sure how rare it is. Hey. Peanuts. Oh, there you go. Yep. Hey, peanuts. Hey. But I guess it probably. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the detection range is still the same as alarm clock. I said that guard from afar heard it too. Hey. No, I feel like the alarm clock does it. I feel like the alarm clock should do the same effect. Hey, peanuts. So hold on, yeah, let's see. Maybe the Tom gadget actually has more range to attract the guard's attention. It doesn't look like it, but I can say one thing: the Tom gadget immediately alerts the guards rather than the alarm clock. Now, go ahead. This is. Yeah, time rush. Again, it just speeds up everything, which actually can make, well, pretty much if you ever want the game to be fast, there you go. Also, this actually saves time, actually. But again, only Sly can do it. Now, I recall, I read that even if your thief skill meter is gone, you still can use this gadget. But apparently not. According to where I looked up the code, it says you can use it unlimited, but apparently you can't. Unless, I guess, you have to hold it forever. Maybe we can get a health pickup. not looking like I'm getting one. Okay, there we go. So here, I'm gonna hold L2. See what happens. Okay. Oh, there we go. As long as you hold the button without letting it go when you run out, you can still use it. So basically, yeah, holding L2 for this whole time. Other than that, yeah, that's all. That's the 3 extra gadgets. Pretty much the Mega Jump that's outside of the Mega Jump job, and yeah, let's see, Time Rush, and Tom. So now the next thing I want to show is actually, well, I could actually have the episodes. The episode skip cheap and such, so let's go ahead and save and quit. And now I'm gonna start a new file without saving to show a few interesting things. So let's see, go ahead and skip and just take off the memory card. And finally, let's start the game.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard.
Got here to
Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So when playing talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
Yeah, we won't be needing to. Not yet. So, the thing about it is, once you start the game, you can basically input any skip to any episode code you want to. Heck, you can even warp back to this tutorial episode too. But beware, if you beat the tutorial episode already, by warping back to it, you won't be able to. You'll just be stuck in this room, and that's it. Now, before I do insert the episode skip code, I'll see what happens when I try to do the Mega Jump code. Oh, there you go. It makes the failure noise effect and the gadget, as in, well, that's the code, but you don't have 100%, so it won't give it to you. The time rush and Tom gadget still works. Except that's the start button. And well, suddenly a thief meter appeared. Alright, technically, normally you're supposed to divide a gadget in the other episodes, and then it gives the thief meter as soon as you exit out. Okay, enough of that. First time to skip. So pretty much every episode has a code to skip to the certain episode. Pretty much the thing is, this is pretty much if you ever wanted to repeat an episode from start to finish because you liked it or you really just wanted to do the jobs again. You just pretty much input the code to go to that episode. Now, no, any episode that's now, if you were to jump to any of the further episodes, any episode behind it, before it, will also be unlocked. For example, if you were to just skip to episode 8, which I did in the one part when I was doing the jobs of episode 8, pretty much episodes 1 through 7 were already were available to be chosen. So it won't be like tutorial. Well, actually, it won't be like watch a movie then episode 8. It'll be like watch a movie episode 1, 2, and all the way up to the episode that you skipped to. So and then also any power-ups for the episode 2 also are on default. So pretty much with this, I mean, I guess I could just skip to each episode from 1 through 8. Where to go to the episode, if everyone starts from Black Chateau, you just press down, R1, left, right, R1, down. And the game will load you to the safe house of episode 1. Now for cuts, in the opening of the episode, I think the opening episode only plays from the watch movie. So basically, by doing this, you skip the opening for the episode 2. Like, if you were to go back to the menu, choose the episode, I don't think it will replay it. So yeah, here, and then we go to Thieves. Now, yeah, we have the power-ups, the first set. Now here, and just exit the episode menu, you see what happens. And then also any movies that you skip to will also be in the watch movie. So you have to prelude in here. So you have to set up for episode 1. So now I'll see if the opening plays even if you start it. Nope. Just skips it. So yeah, there. When you skip to the episode you chose, you don't have to see the opening. But now I know one thing is, if you were to skip over an episode to go further on, to go to a different episode further on, the past episodes you have to see the opening. So like here, I'll skip to episode 3. Well, before I do that, so episode 2, to skip to, you press R1 left, right, R1 left, down. And then you'll be at episode 2, a Starry-Eyed Encounter. Now, as for Predator Awakens, you do up, left, right, left, down, up. And so now the power-ups for episode 3 and 2 are now on default. But how it works is that these are all in category. They actually are listed by category, or character, should I say. So like any gadgets you have involved with Bentley will just be stacked in the first section. The second section is Murray, and the final section is Sly. So now, go ahead and exit the episode menu. So yeah, see you have episode 3, and then we have episode 2 behind and 1. And then for movies, we have all the way up to episode 3. Now, right here, now if you were to choose the episode that you skip over, it will play the opening. Which, I'll just skip over it and then be right back. So yeah, see? Okay, so here we are. So now, I'm actually curious. I'm going to exit the episode, and I'm going to see episode 1 again, see if it actually will play the opening now. Yes, if it does, yeah, I'm just going to do the same thing, just skip. I'll be right back. Okay, no. So, when you skip to the cutscene, when you skip to the episode you choose, you skip the opening. But if you were to skip over any other episode without inputting the cheat for it, you have to watch the opening. Unless you just input the code to warp to it. technically, I mean, this is skipping slash warping. So now, continuing on, I'm not gonna like input the ones. Well, actually, let's see what I have to do episode 4. So episode 4, jailbreak. You have up, right, right, up, left, left, and this should start you at the ThiefNet laptop because Sly's not there. It's Bentley only. Yeah. And so yeah, we have the 4 episode power ups. And episode 5 is left, R1, down, down, up, right. You go to Tangled Web. Again, you don't really have to put these in each episode. If you ever want to unlock all episodes, just type in over episode 8. I'm just doing this by order just to say the code, the inputs you need to do. So now episode 6, down, up, R1, R1, left, down. And you'll be at Nunavut Bay, whatever you pronounce it, Bay, Canada, for He Who Tames the Iron Horse. And then for Minutes from the North Bay, you got left, 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 down, down, R1. And then finally, well, actually, not finally, there's still that's the tutorial I have to mention. Yeah, you got the final episode, down, up, left, left, R1, right. Where again, as I mentioned, if you're gonna skip to this episode, all episodes are unlocked and all the power-ups. Yeah, all the power-ups will be available. Just good luck grinding for money to get the ones you want, or if you want all of them, good luck grinding them from episode 8. Now, before I work with the tutorial, I might be curious what happens if you were to go to the job, the Blimp HQ Recon, without a paraglider. I don't think, I think I tried to do a job on the paraglider after Operation High Road. I think nothing happened, but I just want to make sure. So let's see.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling clockwork, that's where you'll find it.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build a plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving clockwork.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
Yeah, I don't think you do when you don't have a paraglider. So yeah, nothing happens actually. So there, only high road. So it's only Operation High Road. That if you don't have the paraglider, you won't be able to do the operation. So yeah, you can't mega jump because I don't have 100%. And the thing is, to have 100%, you can't even repeat jobs to begin with. So basically now, I'm going to go ahead and warp back to the tutorial level, / Cairo, which is right, left, up, 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 R1. Where since I did not meet Bentley in the elevator, I can still do the tutorial level. So yeah, like so. Annoying thing.
Okay, I spliced the wires. Ow! Hold on. There it is. Okay. Let me at that security computer.
So now, the only thing I'm going to just be curious about now is what will happen if you were to skip the episode. We'll skip this episode during the tutorial.
Security system. I'm working on the security gate. Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
So I'm going to switch to L2.
Attention all guards. This is the network administrator. We are installing the new According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're going to have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
So now, I want to get as far as the chase part with Carmelita, and then just skip and just warp to the next episode, and then warp back to the tutorial and see what happens.
Murray must have gotten a long way. Try pressing on it without him.
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoric entrance.
No, Murray. I kept at a safe distance.
Good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course. It is nothing before the Murray. All clear. Another barrier stands before you. Fear not. I shall bend it like the truth.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
Now I just got to hear this cutscene.
I don't get it, Sly. The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox. As beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Carmelita. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
A Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts! Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than... Sly Cooper! After him! Hold still!
Wait up, boy!
It's time to go.
Oh, okay. What's this? Okay. Okay. I was thinking that her voice also gets a high pitch to the time sped up. Okay, let me go ahead and just skip to episode 1. And now warp back to the tutorial and see what happens. So yeah, the security door needs a refresh. Which, I mean, this happens when you beat the tutorial, so now see if it just restarts the whole thing. Nope. Nope. Once you trigger Bentley appearing and then doing security, and try coming back here, you're locked in here. Well, I mean, not cheating. Unless you cheat, unless I think you glitch out of the place. I think there's a trick you can get out, glitch out of this area of the museum. But I think you need the mega jump ability, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway. And yeah, well, so there's my curiosity, and there's what happens when you go back to the tutorial. You're just locked in here. So now, there's only one more thing I'm going to show, and it's in all my curiosity. What would happen if you don't have the alarm clock gadget for Canada games? So pretty much, I'll be right back. So I'm going to trigger the operation and see what happens.
Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean Basson at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Basson up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents should disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Basson from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing Basson's logs, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
Okay, after doing all the jobs, you can see what happens if you were to not have an alarm clock.
That's a wrap, Bentley. Everything's set up for the lumberjack games. Although I should really buy a throwable distraction before we start competing. You never know when they might be useful.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, the marker's not even there. So I wonder, what if we give Sly the Tom gadget? Would that count? Or is it you actually have to buy the alarm clock? Give me a sec while I pull up the code again. Let's see. Nope, we have to buy the alarm clock. So now the question is, what happens if I were to exit and then re-enter? Actually, I should have re-answered because I didn't even. Actually, no, I did. So it shouldn't show the opening. So let's see if Sly just repeats himself.
That's a wrap, Bentley. Everything's set up for the lumberjack game.
Yes.
Although I should really buy a throwable distraction before we start competing. You never know when they might be useful.
The fact that it's just out of the blue. You should have the alarm clock. But no, this is the same case though for High Road, where I believe the marker's not there, but when you go out as Murray, Sly will tell you. He recalls he needs to buy a paraglider before they can do the heist. Like I already know, I already knew like that's what happens if you don't have the paraglider. This one I never knew what happens if you do not have the alarm clock gadget. So yeah, again, there's only this job and High Road are the only two jobs where you need a certain power ups for Sly to actually have the waypoint and trigger the whole operation. So now I'm gonna go ahead and reinsert my memory card, and actually I'm going to see where's the load. After my PS2 can actually read the memory card. Now I'm going to show the making of Sly 2. And then after that, I'll end this part. And then I'll say the next part will be the closing. So I'll go ahead and just hover over 7 as it has to make the Sly 2 once you beat episode 7.
Sly Cooper is cunning, cool. Am I supposed to look in the camera at you?
Tell me about Sly Cooper. Well, Sly Cooper is a thief, and he's a different type of thief. He's cool, he's tough, but he's got to be lovable at the same time. And he's also a really good-looking guy, and he has a sexy voice. Just...
I'd say about a month into development, we came up with a one-sentence description that really has guided the development of the product. And the one sentence was, Sly and the gang work together to pull off a string of big heists.
When I say heist, I mean like classic Hollywood heist film kind of heist, where the last third of the film is all about this big, spectacular, elaborate crime involving many thieves working together to do something huge.
We knew we wanted to do something a little different than the first Sly. We wanted to broaden some of the gameplay elements, broaden the environments, have more characters in the game. You actually use all the different characters' skills in different ways and different combos, and it really makes for a really fun experience.
There's backstabbing, there's betrayal, there's a jailbreak.
Beefiness is different things to different people. For some people, it's being sneaky. For some people, it's being agile. We want Sly the Thief to really encompass all of these things.
It is really fun and really thiefy to be on the top of the roof, scaling across the level, running across wires, looking down at guards looking for you.
I think we all would love to be able to do the things Sly does, just to be able to jump from rooftop to rooftop, land like a cat on top of a wire and scamper down it. If I did that, I'd break an ankle.
Two things that we try to keep in mind when we start any drawing of Sly is, number one would be definitely the silhouette, creating a strong silhouette, which is especially important in animation.
And number two is motion. He's always kind of forward moving, low to the ground, and try to get a lot of motion. And usually just start off with a couple of lines and let that be sort of his overall arcing motion. It'll be like his spine and his supporting leg, and off of that just sort of compose where his details are going to be.
I haven't stolen anything yet.
Sly is the charismatic leader of the band of thieves. He's got that moxie, he's got that skill under pressure that makes him special.
Sly Cooper is deeply involved with two ladies, Inspector Carmelita Fox and Constable Neela. He's kind of flirty with both of them.
Why don't you and I go out on the town?
And their relationship is actually one of the major narrative threads for the whole game.
We're on for that date in Bollywood. Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Let me at that security computer. Presto, all clear.
Bentley is the brain of the organization, the guy with the gadgets. He's just really fun.
People have said that I resemble the character that did the voice for Bentley, and I guess I can see that. I mean, I am mostly human, but there's a little part of me that is a turtle.
Any good heist needs someone who's going to work the bombs, and clearly that's Bentley.
Now head back to the safe house with those pictures and let's get a plan together.
Bentley really looks like Bentley, and Murray kind of looks like Murray, and they act like it. If people say that Bentley's the brains, Murray is definitely the brawn. He's all about freedom, you know? Just let it go.
Yeah, baby! Let it all hang out!
Murray is like big and a brawler. He's kind of the muscle of the crew.
Murray can lift these guys up above his head and toss them into flames or into the water or off of buildings and things like that, and it's kind of all manner of slapsticky ways for them to be dispatched.
The Murray scores again!
Murray wants to do things the way Sly would do them, but it's sort of Murray's version of that, and it's a little bit oafier. He's really trying to make himself really small, too, because, of course, he's got a lot to hide.
This is a universe in pantslessness. Hence, no pants. No pants.
Yeah, I don't wear pants. And I like to hang out with little furry animals.
That's what makes it so real. They're just being themselves.
This game, we really wanted it a lot more to be about doing something rather than just going somewhere. And as a result, one of the things we really focused on this game was to really work on the AI.
Sly is able to handle different classes of enemies in the game, and it tends to be that the ones that are dangerous to him walk the streets and are patrolling and guarding the areas.
The guards are just more intelligent and more sophisticated, which makes getting from point A to point B in the world both unique and interesting for every player who goes through it. No two players will have the same experience traveling through the Sly world.
When we get a level from the 3D modelers, we have a lot of communication between them during the process of when it's being built before it's handed off. And basically we have a great foundation to work with, because you need a good 3D foundation to put the maps on.
For us, the environments, we really wanted to make them beautiful and interesting, but never more important than Sly. Not just artistically, but also game-wise, they should be fun to play in. Very jungle gym. They should feel very stealthy. You should feel when you're playing in these worlds, I can't believe I'm getting to do this.
You and the rest of the Claw gang have to be stopped.
Oh, let's dance!
Here, I am king. Oh, it's tough being this tough.
You learn too much about the Claw guy.
Immortality is what I seek.
Dimitri is this lounge lizard who runs a CD nightclub.
He's a master forger / counterfeiter.
Look, I'm sure that no cats in a bag like us can work something out.
The coolest part about Dimitri is how he talks. English is his second language, and he learned all his English from watching hip-hop videos.
Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I mean to you?
John grew up poor on the streets of Calcutta. He turned to selling illegal spices. He's come up in the world, and he's basically trying to buy his way into royalty. He's just a low-level street thug in rich robes.
All I see is a fat, pathetic weakling.
The Contessa is a creepy spider, an expert in hypnosis, and works for Interpol, the police agency.
She decides to open up this rehabilitation clinic for criminals. But wait, it's just a scam, because it's really up front so that she can hypnotize criminals into telling her where they've hidden their loot.
You're an ignorant child playing dress-up in his father's legacy. Oh, I know all about you and the Cooper clan. Oh, scared me.
John Bassan was a prospector. He got buried in an avalanche for 100 plus years, and he thawed out. And he's decided that he's going to push back the wilderness.
He loves strip mining. He loves clear cutting of trees. He's just a product of his time. He just happens to be living 100 years later. So his entire mission in life is to tame the West.
As my father said, the only good fish is an eaten fish.
Arpeggio was a small flightless bird, and because he can't fly, he's completely enthralled with all the flying machines of Da Vinci.
When they said I was playing the parrot, I was kind of like, oh, they'll love it when I come walk in. Hi, I'm the parrot. 6'4" and very large man plays a little tiny crazy parrot. Arpeggio, eternal life, that's what I crave, eternal life. Hello.
Welcome
Hello,
to Punch Productions.
Are you recording?
No doubt, awful.
I think one of the real big strengths of Sucker Punch is it's a very creative team that tends to push themselves.
What's this word here?
That is to make sure that Nate is working.
It's always been a collaborative effort all the way through the pipeline. And the pipeline is set up like that specifically so that everybody gets their chance to inject themselves into what they're doing.
Hey, how's it going? We've been really lucky in that we've just gotten really great people on board to do the kinds of things that we need to do, making a really great game.
Well, we're crazy.
You want any dialect or anything to make it appeal to the European gaming market? Raccoons, squirrels, turtles. Sly Cooper 2 is the finest game you'll ever play this year.
Okay, well, since I still have some time left for this recording, I guess I could make this be the final part, actually. Showing you some many extra things, cheat codes, what happens if you don't have an alarm clock in episode 7 for the operation and in the making. So rather, actually, I'll say yeah, this is going to be the final part. Though in the past I know I've done reviews of the games, but I would say I'm going to most likely shorten them because I don't think anyone really want to give a care about it. Well, I shouldn't say. I really want my honest opinion for a lecture. Even though I think I already mentioned how I say this is my favorite game in the Sly series, and this is in fact the best one. The whole story, and this is the finale of Clockwork in the series, since he debuted in 1, and it's the second one where it was to actually steal all the Clockwork parts and never have them reassemble again. The last Claw gang actually did the opposite and rebuilt them. Well, let's just say Arpeggio and Neela. But in the end, it all worked out as Sly was able to take down his arch nemesis that was alive for hundreds of years with steady hate against Sly's entire family. And it was and the thing is, the bird wouldn't even die until the hatred was destroyed. That one little piece was the one thing that kept Clockwork alive. As I mentioned, this is just amazing how it was pretty much, the second game, pretty much it was mostly focused on the villains of the Claw gang, but it was overall focused on stopping Clockwork. But then it's just throughout the whole thing, turns out, I'd say the major villain was Neela, actually, that eventually became one with Clockwork. Because I would say the addition of Neela and her as a villain was actually very amazing. Even though even though I say there's so many reasons you can hate her for like betraying, for like leading Sly and the gang through the beginning, and then pretty much betraying them. But then when she eventually betrays everyone, including Arpeggio, heck, she went and bought her to go kill him too, actually. But yeah, enough of this talking about pretty much the main villain of Sly 2. And also, yeah, saying how pretty much this is my favorite one because of the story. And also, and comparably, this is, well, I'm not sure if this would be more serious than Sly 1. I mean, technically Sly 1 had Clockwork Alive and, his whole Planet of the Heroes 5. But I say this one is just as dark and serious. But I would say the ending, on the other hand, is actually this Sly 2's ending is practically the second saddest one in the series due to what happened to Bentley. I mean, 3 confirms though that he is okay in recovering. He doesn't blame Murray at all for it. Though Murray felt guilty for his charge. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this game. So now that this is done, now there's only one game left for me for this series. It's Thieves in Time, which, yeah, that's gonna be a doozy. There's a lot more things to collect. Like, also, the collectibles there and the trophies, which I would say I'm gonna start from scratch with 0% everything, including the trophies. Just go from 0% to 100%. Since this would be better it'd be better to redo the whole experience rather than just redoing the game with all trophies collected, since that's just the limp key. But before I do Thieves in Time, before I do that, I'm going to do the other 2 coins. I should have saved and took them one at a time rather than doing them at once. Which I sure learned my lesson. In those games, it's Smash Bros. And Mario Party 1, basically. Which I will focus on doing Smash Bros. Next, actually. Since I'm technically in progress on that, and I'm already on the left side of the map, if I recall. As in, there's only one section though before I have to open up the far right section of the whole World of Light. But there's still a lot more to go there. So I might as well just focus on that for the rest of my channel. I mean, there's maybe some Puyo videos on the side, which is basically, Puyo Bowl matches. Which, yeah, I still have to wait for my final opponent in the bracket. And then I'll do next month's Puyo Bowl. But I'll be in a harder league. And that wraps up that's all I have to say for this. For what's coming up next and such. So now I have to say goodbye to this playthrough of Sly Cooper. And I just wait for Smash Brothers, then Mario Party 1, and then maybe probably long until I head back to Sly Thieves in Time. But I'll get there. So yeah, till next time. See ya.